All right, now we're doing 7Q shorter, concat reverse longer. This is by NotMan90, and 91% of the people like it. Given two strings, A and B, we're going to return a string of the form shorter plus reverse of longer plus shorter. All right, so strings A and B may be empty but not null, and if A and B have the same length, we're going to treat A as the longer, and it's going to make something just like this. So basically what we have to do is say if A is longer than B, we're going to do something like this. If not, we're going to do A plus reverse of B plus A. I mean, we could write an if statement to that effect pretty easily. But we're not going to do the if statement. We're going to use, we're going to do something else. Let's say const here, shorter reverse longer equals AB as the arguments, and we're going to do this right here. We're going to say console.log like this, and we're going to do this so we can test it while we go. So basically, the first thing we need to do is make something like this for one for A and one for B. Okay. So first, let's just get A up in there so we can see what it looks like. So A looks like first. Okay, and so we're going to say B plus A plus B. Let's see what that looks like. All right, just like that. All we got to do now is reverse this one. So to reverse that one, what we have to do is we're going to have to turn the word into an array where every letter is in its own element. And then we're going to reverse it using a method, and then we're going to join it back together using a method. So to split it up, we're going to use this spread syntax, which allows an iterable such as an array or string to be expanded in places where 0 or more arguments or elements are expected. All right? So we can do this. We're just going to make the array right like this. We're going to put A in an array, and let's test it out to see what happens if we don't use spread syntax. So it doesn't do anything. It doesn't put this in an array or anything. So let's say ... in front of it. All right, now we've got something really dumb looking, but it's still. Let's just get these out of the way for now. Let's bring it back down here. All right, now we've got this. Cool. So let's switch this around using the reverse method. And the reverse method reverses an array in place and returns the reference to the same array, now reversed, basically. So we're going to come down here and we're going to say dot reverse, like this, and let's test that out. All right, and now we say CFIRST, like that. So now we're going to join it back together using this join method, which creates and returns a new string by concatenating all the elements in an array, separated by commas or a specified separator string. And we're going to use a specified separator string, and that string is going to be an empty string because it's going to join them together by the spaces in between characters, so they're butted right up next to each other. All right, so we're going to say dot join like that. Now let's look at it. All right, just like that. Now let's add that A and that B, that B and that other B. All right, now all we got to do is do that if statement that we talked about at the beginning. So to do that, we're going to use this conditional or ternary operator, and the ternary operator is the only JavaScript operator that takes 3 operands: a condition followed by a question mark, then an expression to execute if the condition is truthy followed by a colon, and then finally an expression to execute if the condition is falsy. And this is frequently used as an alternative to if-else statements, and that's what we're going to be using it for also. So we're going to say, first we're going to say if A.length is greater than B, question mark, we're going to put this up there, all right? And if not, we're going to do this, but the other way. Nope, not that. This, but the other way. And that's a little long, so let's do this. Let's bring that down and bring this over right to here. And we're going to say, instead of B, we're going to say A, right here, B. And now let's test it out. All right, but now it's got first with B backwards. So what's the deal? Basically, we have to take into consideration that if these are the same length, if they're the same length, A needs to go first. So we're just going to say equal to right there. Let's move this over and now test it. And that looks like not right either. Oh, B dot length. Well, that just ruined what I did before, didn't it? Let's test it out. Okay. Well, whatever. You get the point. Let me move this like that. How about that? All right. And let's get this out of here. Let's get this out of here. Test it one more time for real. Looks good. Attempt it. All right. Submit it. All right. You see they did pretty much the same thing. They used the split method, which, I mean, that's cool. You can do whatever you want, honestly. And then you get down here and they use the method we just used, the spread syntax. So let's go to mine. Just like the 6 of us, or the 5 of these people, best practice in my opinion, very much like it, and we'll see you next time.